Greetings all and welcome to Dave's Craft Room. I'm Dave, and on today's video I have an extra special quilt planned. I'm gonna make a quilt out of Hawaiian Aloha shirts, which I purchased at thrift stores in Honolulu. I just came back from 6 weeks in Hawaii and I had an absolute blast there. And while I was there staying in the hotel, I was watching loads of YouTube content, and one of my favorite YouTubers is the April from April's Craft Room. So she put out a video where she made a quilt out of Goodwill shirts. In that video, she referenced another video, which I had also previously seen. I forget her name. I have to put it on the screen, where she talks about using shirt fabric to save money. So anyway, I'm watching all these videos and I was like, oh, Hawaii Aloha shirts. Obviously, I have to go to the thrift store and get some Aloha shirts and make a quilt out of it. So here we are. The tea about using the men's dress shirts or whatever, Aloha shirts in this case, for the quilt is that you can save money. I mean, if you go to the Goodwill and they're cheap at the Goodwill, then yeah, you can definitely save money. In Hawaii, you're not necessarily going to save money because Aloha shirts are actually expensive. And you also have to think island, tourist destination, like things are going to be expensive. So April said that she got her shirts for $5.99, which would be, in my area where I come from in Pennsylvania, that would be about the same. But in Hawaii, most of these were like $15. Some were like anywhere from $10 to $20. So I don't know that it's necessarily saving money. There were hundreds and hundreds of these Aloha shirts on the racks of the Goodwill and the Savers that I went to. And so we need to use these things. You know what I mean? It's just about recycling and putting new use to these things, because ultimately I probably could have gone to the fabric stores and bought some of these prints in yardage, because I did see a lot of the prints that are used for these I saw in the fabric stores there, because I went to the fabric stores too. But this is an opportunity to recycle. And I also had the idea of taking the buttons off and putting the buttons on the quilt and using the buttons as kind of like tacks to quilt the quilt. And I don't know if I can get away with doing just that, but that's one thing I can do. You know, the bottom line is that you got to get the fabric that you want, that you need to make the quilt that you want to make. So if you can get it cheaper by doing a men's dress shirt, in my opinion, the fabric is just as good. But if it's not the color or the print that you want, then you're out of luck, because it's a Goodwill. You know what I mean? You got to take what they have. But if you're like April, I mean, she just took ones that she probably thought were like pretty colors or would go pretty together, and her final result looked really good. And I did the same, essentially. That was essentially my idea. I just wanted ones that the print was not too big, or if I thought it would still look good when you cut it down, that would be the criteria for why I would buy it. And also, I guess I favor blue. I'm seeing a lot of blue here. I wanted blue and then something to contrast with the blue. So that was essentially the logic in picking these. And these were all made in Hawaii, by the way, with the exception of this one. This one was from Gap. I mean, I bought it at the thrift store, but it was originally from Gap. These are all made in Hawaii, and they have the tag that says so. And I mean, I bought it in Hawaii. It's, you know. But anyway, let me show you the shirts from above, and then we'll get into it. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet, so let's see what we can do. All right, here we are in Hawaii. I saw the submarine museum at Pearl Harbor, and I even found a sewing machine in there. The sewing machine. That's me. And these apparently are some of the battle flags that they would use the sewing machine for. Alright, we're going to the airplane museum now. Alright people, I'm here at Pearl Harbor. It's a little bit very pouring rain today, but I still got to see like half the stuff. I wanted to see the USS Arizona Memorial, but however, because the wind was so high, they were not taking the boats out there, which is ironic because when I came here in 2019, it was closed down then too. But I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I'm here for 6 weeks, so I should get another chance. But I did see the submarine, which was amazing. I am obsessed with submarines, although I did see that other submarine in Baltimore and it was largely the same thing. I still enjoyed the submarine very much, and then I went to the aviation museums. So that's all for today. All right people, it's been a week. I'm actually back at the Pearl Harbor Memorial, the USS Arizona Memorial right now. So this past week I've had strep throat. You might hear that my voice is a little bit hoarse, and that's because I have had strep throat. But I'm getting over it now, and I feel like it's time to get back out and enjoy Hawaii. So I did get my reservation for the USS Arizona, and I'm gonna see the USS Arizona today. I think I'm up for it. I'm probably not gonna film in there just because it's the memorial, you know what I mean? It's really not for filming. I think I might take some shots like from afar. Once I get to the memorial, I'll put the phone away, and then that's really it. So that's all for now. See you guys later. Alright people, so my friends just messaged me saying that the world's largest potato is on display at the Pearl Harbor Commissary, so here I go. Guys, I see the potato, she's straight ahead. Is it real? I don't care if it's real to me.
The estate, and yes, I'll say we're right here. We saved the best for last. Thank you for having us here. I would like to present this key.
This is the Bishop Museum, where you can learn all about the history of Hawaii, and I was interested in this flag quilt. Flag quilts are part of Hawaii's quilting tradition, and this one was a gift from Queen Liliuokalani to Marie Ford in, I think, 1899. See this hill behind me? This little trail right here? That's what I'm about to climb up right now. That's called Coco Head Trail. It looks a lot steeper than I kind of imagined, but whatever, here we go. It is over 1,000 steps, and I have not even had lunch yet. top. This is incredible. Oh, it's a little bit too high. I've just been chillaxing here at the top. Oh, it's comfy. Oh my gosh, people, I could not believe I just climbed to the top of that mountain right there. Look at it. I was just at the top of that. Look, there's the trail. That was honestly so cool and also very exhausting. And when you get to the top, you can see like a full panorama of the island of Oahu. I definitely recommend that to people visiting Oahu. If you're in good shape, you kind of have to be in good shape. When you go up, then you have to come back down too, and that's not easy, although it's easier than going up, but it's still hard to go down as well. I am dying. I did that without any water or food. I did not eat lunch because I didn't have time to. And now it's time to go get Carl's Jr. All right, people, we're here in the parking lot of Goodwill. I'm about to go inside Goodwill and look for some Aloha shirts to make a quilt out of. I could tell you I did go to Savers yesterday and I was not super impressed with the prices in there because some of the Aloha shirts were like $40, which is more than I would expect for a thrift store. But then I went online and I looked online and I found that even locals are complaining that Savers has been raising the price on their Aloha shirts. We're gonna try Goodwill and see if I can get some deals. If I can just get like 3 extra larges or 2 XLs, then I'll be happy. So let's check out the Goodwill. All right, I'll show you the selection. We got this one and this one. I was only able to find 2, so I have no choice but to go back to Savers. I think Savers is gonna be my best bet, and they were $14.99 in there. Let's go back to Savers and see if we can have more luck. I liked the blue. I just wanna have another color other than blue. So let's go to Savers. All right, people, here we go. Let's try Savers. All right, people, I don't know what happened to me in the Savers, but I went a little overboard. I bought 4 shirts. Here they are. This one, which was only $7. This one, like, it was a lot more expensive. It was $30, but it's beautiful. So I had no choice. And then I got some like reddish ones to break up the color. And these were cheap. These were $10. I mean, that's honestly not even cheap. I'm adjusting what I consider cheap because I'm in Hawaii, and that's that. So I'll see you back home in the craft room. Okay, so these are the Hawaiian shirts. You know what? If I have to light my craft room, there's gonna be a shadow from the tripod. The light is where it is, so anyway, please excuse this shadow. So these are the Hawaiian shirts that I got, and this is the one that was made in a different country other than Hawaii. So maybe this is not technically an authentic Aloha shirt, but I do like the pattern and we can use it in our quilt. So then the rest of these are actually made in Hawaii. I'll show you them from the back. It might be a better way to show you the pattern. And I chose them because I like the color and I like the pattern. And I tried to get the largest size possible, but if they didn't have an XXXL, then I still got whatever I could. And I think they'll look nice even when you cut them up because the color is nice. I really like this one. See that? And there's an airplane there. And look, it says made in Hawaii right on it. This is definitely my favorite one because the color, I like the blue that's so vibrant. And then look at these buttons too. These buttons can go on the quilt. See that? And it's just like so stunning. So let's get to cutting, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Look at this. The inside is so much more vibrant than the outside. I'm gonna flip it around and use the inside. Maybe it got sun bleached or something. I interfaced 2 of the shirts because the fabric was so floppy. It was not stretchy, it was just floppy. The rest of them were fine, I did not interface them. Okay, so this is the idea. At some point, I decided to do this idea based on inspiration that I saw on Pinterest. These are designs by German artist Joseph Albers, and I pretty much just tried to emulate the idea of stripes kind of running into each other at various points with the Hawaiian fabric. I made a bunch of chunks, and then I figured out how to combine the chunks together, and then I filled in the rest of the space with more chunk. I'm doing a grid, a 5-inch grid across it with my ink pen. My Crayola. These are Crayola markers. Crayola washable markers. 5-inch grid. I'm about to machine quilt it. And then I have the buttons here. These are all the buttons I pulled off the shirts. And I'm gonna sew those on as well. And also, here's the pocket. I'm gonna probably sew a button onto the pocket just to keep it shut. I imagine like something can get stuck in there, like a toe or something, and then you could rip it. So I just wanna put at least one button there, and it'll go through all the layers. I'm just gonna put them in random locations. Alright, this is the final result. Thank you for coming to Dave's Craft Room. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and please come again.